Yeah, welcome back to lecture 13, problem session 4, based on lecture 11 and 12, eigenvalues, eigenvectors, Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and similar matrices. This is the last lecture on module linear algebra. Some additional topics like vector space, basis dimension, and minimal polynomial we will discuss in additional topic lectures. These topics are asked in engineering services exam and especially for CSE gate branch. Okay, so let's see the problems. First problem is, consider the matrix A 50, 70, 70, 80 whose eigenvectors corresponding to eigenvalues lambda 1 and lambda 2 are x1 equals to 70, lambda 1 minus 50, and x2 lambda 2 minus 80, 70 respectively. The value of x1 transpose x2 is. There are two methods. It's a very tricky question. Today we will discuss all the tricky question. Method 1. You find the eigenvalues of this matrix. So for finding the eigenvalues, you need determinant characteristic equation of this matrix. A minus lambda equals to 0. 50 minus lambda 70, 70, 80 minus lambda equal to 0. And if you simplify it using calculator, you can see that lambda is equal to minus 6.589 and another lambda is equal to 136.589. It's a very lengthy calculation, I think. It needs calculator. Then x1 eigenvector will be given as 70, call it as lambda 1. Then it will be minus 56.589, and x2 eigenvector will be given as, if suppose this is lambda 2, it is minus 80, it means 56.589, you can calculate it, and 70. And if you multiply x1 transpose into x2, 70 minus 56.589 into 56.589, 70, you will get this product, because this is a 1 cross 2 matrix, this is a 2 cross 1 matrix, so output will be 1 cross 1 matrix, and you can see that output is 0. This is a lengthy process, but if you remind some remarks I have discussed. What are the remarks? If you see, this is a symmetric matrix. This is a symmetric matrix. Trick. What is the trick in this question? Given matrix A is symmetric, and I told you the eigenvectors of symmetric matrix are orthogonal. Are orthogonal. How to define orthogonality? If x1, x2 are two eigenvectors, then their orthogonality is defined as x1 transpose x2 equal to 0. If this product is 0, then the eigenvectors are orthogonal. But here matrix is in symmetric, so it is given that the vectors will be orthogonal. It means x1 transpose x2 will be 0, or x2 transpose x1 equal to 0. So we can use that remark and no need to do this much calculation. Vectors are orthogonal, it means x1 transpose x2 will be 0. Second question is, if the characteristic polynomial of 3 cross 3 matrix capital M over the real numbers is lambda cube minus 4 lambda square plus a lambda plus 30, and a belongs to real number, and one eigenvalue of M is 2, then the largest among the absolute value of the eigenvalue of M is. See, matrix M is given to you, and its characteristic polynomial is given to you lambda cube minus 4 lambda square plus a lambda plus 30. Suppose this characteristic polynomial is equal to m lambda, and the roots of this characteristic polynomial, if we write in the equation form, are called characteristic roots or eigenvalue, and it is given you one of eigenvalue is 2. It means m of 2 will be 0. 2 will satisfy the equation form of this characteristic polynomial. It means 2 cube minus 4 into 2 square plus a into 2 plus 30 equal to 0, because 2 is the root of this characteristic equation. If we write in the form of equation, you can see that it will be a will be your minus 11 here. Now put the value of a equal to minus 11. Its characteristic polynomial will look like now lambda cube minus 4 lambda square minus 11 lambda plus 30 equal to 0. For the rest eigenvalues, we have two methods. One, you just suppose lambda 2 and lambda 3 and use a sum of the eigenvalue, product of the eigenvalue, and pair two pair of, take the two pair of eigenvalue and add. And the second method is you just use that given it is given that lambda is equal to 2 is one eigenvalue, it means lambda minus 2 is one factor. So for other factor, you just divide this expression by lambda minus 2 and you can get another factor, and by factorizing that another factor, we will get another eigenvalue. So if you divide lambda cube minus 4 lambda square minus 11 lambda plus 30 from lambda minus 2, or you can just calculate from calculator also if it is allowed. Another method is you just divide lambda cube minus 4 lambda square minus 11 lambda plus 30 by lambda minus 2. You will get output is lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 50, and this is quotient, remainder is 0 and quotient is this. Then factorize this lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 15 equal to 0. You will get lambda equal to 3 and minus 5, and the largest value in the absolute value means modulus of the largest value will be 5 here. Modulus of minus 5 will be plus 5. We want largest absolute eigenvalue. So 2, 3 and minus 5. So absolute value of, it means magnitude value of 2, 3 and minus 5 will be 2, 3 and plus 5. So largest value will be plus 5 here. Third problem, I have taken two problems, small. Two eigenvalues of 3 cross 3 matrix of P are 2 plus under root minus 1 and another is 3. Suppose first eigenvalue is 3 and second eigenvalue is given to you 2 plus under root minus 1 or 2 plus iota, and it is a given real matrix. It means entries are coming from real numbers. Therefore, its a characteristic polynomial, characteristic equation of P can be written as P lambda equal to A0 plus A1 lambda plus A2 lambda square plus A3 lambda cube. Because it's a 3 cross 3 equation. Now, A0, A1, A2, A3 are real number here, because entries are coming from real number. In that case, if one eigenvalue is alpha plus I beta, then the second eigenvalue will be alpha minus I beta. This is the property of theory of equation. If in the theory of equation, if the coefficients are real number, then only you can claim pairing of conjugate pair, alpha plus I beta, then alpha minus I beta. If the entries are coming from complex entries, then you cannot make this comment that roots will be in the complex conjugate form, but entries are coming from real number. Therefore, these roots will be coming in the complex conjugate form. So another root will be its complex conjugate, that will be 2 minus I. And what is the determinant of 3 cross 3 matrix? I told you determinant is equal to the product of eigenvalues. So product of eigenvalues will be 3 into 2 plus iota 2 minus iota, it will be 3 into 4 plus 1, it means 15 will be the value of determinant. Another question is, suppose that the eigenvalues of A are 1, 2 and 4. Then the eigenvalues of A inverse will be 1 upon 1. You can see the lecture 11. I have discussed properties of eigenvalues 1 comma 1 by 2 comma 1 by 4. And the determinant of A inverse will be equal to the product of eigenvalues is equal to 1 by 8. And if we know that the determinant of any matrix is equal to the determinant of that matrix transpose. It means determinant of A inverse matrix is equal to the determinant of A inverse transpose. If we suppose determinant A inverse is equal to some matrix B, then it's a simple result B determinant equal to B transpose determinant. It means it will be equal to 1 by 8 also. So this is third question based on properties of eigenvalue. Fourth question is, consider the matrix A 2 1 1 2 3 4 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 whose eigenvalues are 1 minus 1 and 3. Then trace of A cube minus 3A square. If the question is not clear, then I am letting you know it's A cube minus 3A square. Trace of this is required. What is trace of this matrix? Call it as matrix B. It means we are interested in the trace of matrix B. What is the trace of matrix B? It is sum of all diagonal entries of B matrix, whatever it is, I equal to 1 to n. And this is equal to the sum of all eigenvalues of matrix B. If it is a n cross n order, but here I am taking 3 cross 3 order. It means if we take B equal to A cube minus 3A square, then trace of B will be equal to the sum of eigenvalues lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3. And these are the eigenvalues of matrix B here. How we will find it? It is given that eigenvalue of A are 1, minus 1 and 3. Then I told you the eigenvalue of A cube will be 1, minus 1, 27. It's a simple property. If the eigenvalue of A is lambda, then A to the power n will be lambda to the power n. You can see my lecture 11. And A square will be, eigenvalues of A square will be 1, 1, 9. You just square up these values. Then the eigenvalues of B matrix equal to A cube minus 3A square, just simplify it, will be A cube 1 minus 3 into 1. First eigenvalues corresponding to first eigenvalue 1. Corresponding to minus 1, it will be minus 1 cube. You can also write like this also, A cube minus 3A square. No need to write it. If you are not interested, you can directly write here minus 3, 1 is square. And last will be 3 cube minus 3 into 3 square. So the eigenvalues of B will be minus 2, minus 2, minus 4 and 0. You can see that eigenvalues of B will be minus 2, minus 4 and 0. So what will be the trace of B? Trace of B will be sum of all these eigenvalues, minus 2, minus 4 plus 0, it will be minus 6. So minus 6 will be the answer for this question. Minus 6 is the trace of this matrix. Next question is, it's a not previous year question, it is asked by some student, and it's a very standard question and based on a very famous property of eigenvalue. Let's see. If a matrix A has eigenvalues of 3 cross 3 matrix, has eigenvalues 1, minus 1, 0. Then the determinant of matrix I plus A to the power 100. What about eigenvalues of A to the power 100? It will be order 3 cross 3. Just 1 to the power 100, minus 1 to the power 100 and 0 to the power 100. It will be 1, 1, 0. Now, call A to the power 100 as a B matrix. then our aim is to find the determinant of I plus B. Determinant of I plus B. But we cannot separate because here are some confusion. Some people think determinant of P plus Q is equal to determinant of P plus determinant of Q. This is wrong. This is not true in general. And some people think if P has eigenvalue lambda and Q has eigenvalue mu, then P plus Q has eigenvalue lambda plus mu. This is also not true. Because it has different eigenvector, this has a different eigenvector. If the eigenvector are same, then this result is true. But in general, it is not given, so it is not true. It means we cannot use the determinant property or eigenvalue property for this sum. Then what is the property? This is a very important result. I forget to discuss in the properties of eigenvalues. So remind here. If a matrix B has eigenvalue lambda, then matrix B plus Ki has eigenvalue lambda plus K. Remind this point, remember this point, very important result. If B has eigenvalue lambda, then matrix B plus Ki has eigenvalue lambda plus K. Here you can see that K is equal to 1. It means B plus I matrix has eigenvalue lambda plus 1. So what will be the eigenvalues of I plus B now? It will be lambda is the eigenvalue of B and eigenvalue of B are 1, 1, 0. So it will be 1 plus 1 comma 1 plus 1 comma 0 plus 1. B has eigenvalue 1, 1, 0, and this is the eigenvalue of identity or 1. This one is adding here. I am adding here. So eigenvalue of I plus B will be 2, 2, 1. If you know the eigenvalues, you can find the determinant of I plus B matrix. This is nothing else, product of eigenvalues. Yani 2, 2, 1, it will be 4. It means the determinant of I plus A to the power 100 is going to be 4. This is a very important question. Please remember this result for this question. Okay, problem 6 is the condition for which the eigenvalues of this matrix are positive. See, it's a 2 cross 2 matrix. So we know that sum of eigenvalue is equal to the trace of matrix. It means it will be 2 plus k only. And the product of eigenvalues is the determinant of A, which is equal to 2k minus 1. Now, given condition is lambda 1 and lambda 2 both are positive. So, product will be also positive. Product will be also positive. It means 2k minus 1 greater than 0 or k greater than 1 by 2. And the second condition is sum of the eigenvalues is also going to be positive. It means 2 plus k is greater than 0 or k greater than minus 2. Now we have to take the intersection of these two conditions. Draw a line. Suppose this is your k. Minus 2 will be here only. K is greater than minus 2. It means this is the line for k greater than minus 2. 1 by 2 is here only. K is greater than 1 by 2. It means this is the line. So take the intersection means where you get two lines. So this is the intersection of these two lines. It means k is greater than 1 by 2 is the correct option for this question. Next question is, let the eigenvalues of A matrix 2 cross 2 matrix are A has eigenvalues 1 comma minus 2. Corresponding to 1 you have eigenvector x1 and corresponding to minus 2 you have eigenvector x2. Then the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of the matrix A square minus 3A plus 4I. I told you if A has eigenvalue lambda, then A to the power n has eigenvalue lambda to the power n. And you can apply any operation on this matrix only. If here another matrix, suppose B matrix, then you cannot apply this result here. Then the eigenvalue of a square minus 3a plus 4i will be equal to the a square. It means 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 4 identity. I have told you this property previously. If eigenvalue of a b is lambda, then b plus ki will be lambda plus k. 4 into 1 because the eigenvalue of identity is 1 here. So for 1 you will get 1 minus 3 plus 4. It means 2. And second eigenvalue of a square minus 3a plus 4i will be minus 2 square minus 3 into minus 2 plus 4 into 1. It will be 4 plus 6 plus 4. It means 10. Now you have 40. So option is 2 comma 14 is given here. Two options are given, A and B. Why A? In this case, if this pair is eigenvalue is corresponding to A is lambda and eigenvector is x, then A to the power n has eigenvalue lambda to the power n. Eigenvector does not change. Eigenvector is always kept as same. No change in the eigenvector. In the any algebra of eigenvalues. Always remember this point. It means eigenvalues, eigenvectors are not going to be changed. So the correct answer will be 2 comma 14, x1 and x2. Eigenvector will be x1 and x2 for this matrix also. The value of x for which the eigenvalue of the matrix are given are real. See, this is a look like very easy problem, but it's a very interesting problem. Not very easy. This matrix is 10, 5 plus j, 4, x, 22, 4, 2, minus 10. See, here j is a complex number is equal to under root minus 1. Generally we assume iota, but here it is given g. You can see that entries are not real. Entries are complex. Some part is imaginary also. So this is not a symmetric matrix. You can claim that this is a symmetric matrix 2, 2, 4, 4. But due to this entry, this matrix is not symmetric matrix. And the eigenvalues are real. You can see the eigenvalues are real is given to you. Real is given to you. And the real eigenvalues of any matrix, then you know this can be Hermitian matrix because the eigenvalue of Hermitian matrix are also real. This is not symmetric due to this entry. It means this matrix is going to be Hermitian matrix. Then only eigenvalues will be real here. So use the property of Hermitian matrix. I told you it's equal to a to the power theta equal to a. It means what is a to the power theta? I told you it's a conjugate transpose. So take the conjugate. What is the conjugate of a? 10, 5 minus j. You know, conjugate of j is minus j. 4. You don't know the value of x. It can be real number. It can be complex number also. And if a is any real number, then a conjugate is equal to a. But if a is not real number, it is a complex number, then it will be represented by x conjugate. 22 other entries are real, so no effect of conjugate. But we don't know about x, so we will write x conjugate. Now take the transpose. It will be 10, 5 minus j, 4, x conjugate, 22, 4, 2 minus 10. And this is your a transpose conjugate. You can see my lecture 5, 4, 5, 4 based on this is equal to a matrix only. So equal to a 5 plus j, 4, x, 22, 4 minus 2 minus 10. This is equal to a matrix. Now compare. You can see that ax equal to 5 minus j and x conjugate is equal to 5 plus j. So it is true. If x is a 5 minus I or 5 minus j, then x conjugate will be 5 plus j. It means x equal to 5 minus 0. So this is your correct answer here. The value of P such that the vector 1, 2, 3 is an eigenvector of the matrix. Okay. This is your eigenvector of this matrix. It means it will satisfy Ax equal to lambda x for any given eigenvalue lambda. Put the value A and matrix. Here it is matrix P is given, so Px equal to lambda x. So the matrix is not given to you. Call it as this is a matrix. Suppose the matrix is A is given to you, then Ax will be equal to lambda x only. Right? 4, 1, 2, P 2, 1. We are interested in the value of P. 14 minus 4, 10. And X is given to you. Eigenvector X is given to you. It is 1, 2, 3. But eigenvalue is not given to you. I am assuming lambda 1, 2, 3. Now you just multiply. 1, 2, 3 you multiply. 1, 2, 3. It will be 4 plus 2 plus 6. P plus 4 plus 3. And 14 minus 8 plus 20 is equal to lambda 2 lambda 3 lambda. Lambda 2 lambda 3 lambda. It will be 30. Now, if you write here, it will be 12 P plus 7. And I am not interested in this entry because we can find two unknowns from first two equation only. If you compare lambda equal to 12 and if you compare second equation P plus 7 equal to 2 lambda, it is equal to 24, then P is going to be 24 minus 7 equal to 17. So the value of P is 17. The next problem is, consider a 3 cross 3 real symmetric matrix. Read carefully, symmetric matrix, okay, such that two of its eigenvalues are A and B with the respect eigenvectors are this. First eigenvector is given to you x1, x2, x3. Second eigenvector is given to you y1, y2, y3. Then the product of this, if you see, the matrix is a real symmetric matrix. It means eigenvectors are orthogonal to each other. It means x transpose y is going to be 0. Check x transpose y. What is x transpose y here? It is x1, x2, x3, right? The transpose y1, y2, y3. Multiply y1, y2, y3. If you take here, it will be x1, y1 plus x2, y2 plus x3, y3. And we know that due to orthogonality, this value is going to be 0. And we want this product only. We want this product only. And due to orthogonality, this product is 0. X transpose y equal to 0. So it means the value of the given expression will be 0. I have discussed similar problem in an example previously also. 11th question is, the matrix has eigenvalues -1 and -2. The corresponding eigenvectors are 1, -1, 1, -2, the matrices. So in the previous question, matrix is given, eigenvector is given, eigenvalue is asked, eigenvalue is given, eigenvector is asked. In this particular question, eigenvalue and eigenvectors are given and matrix is asked. So this is also very interesting question. The matrix has two eigenvalues and you can see that there are two eigenvectors and options are given 2 cross 2. It means the matrix has ordered 2 cross 2. So let the matrix is A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Now use the first condition. Ax equal to lambda x. For lambda equal to -1, x is given to you 1 minus 1. Put the value here. A, B, C, D, 1 minus 1 equal to -1, 1 minus 1. If you multiply this matrix to A, B, C, D, you will get A minus B, C minus D equal to -1, 1. Compare कर दीजिए. A minus B will be -1, C minus D will be 1. Similarly, we will get another equation from another eigenvalue. For lambda equal to -2, eigenvector is given to you 1 minus 2. Now use this a into x equal to lambda x. It means a, b, c, d 1 minus 2 is equal to -2, 1 minus 2. In this case, you will get a minus 2b, c minus 2d equal to -2 plus 4. If you compare here, you will get a minus 2b equal to -2 and c minus 2d equal to -4. -4. Now it will be +4 actually. Okay, c minus 2d equal to +4. Now you can solve a, b, c, d, a and b from a, b equation, c and d from c, d equation. And you will get that the given matrix is this D matrix is the correct option. You can verify it. Okay. The next question is the matrix P, the matrix M has eigenvalues 3 minus 3, 5. Read this question. And eigenvector corresponding to 5. Corresponding to 5, one eigenvector is given to you. Suppose x is given to you 1, 2, minus 1. It is given the transpose form. One of the eigenvector of the matrix M cube. Okay. If the M have eigenvalue 3 minus 3, 5, then eigenvalue of M cube will be 3 to the power 5 minus 3 to the power 5 and 5 to the power 5. But if M has eigenvalue x, eigenvector x, then M to the power n has eigenvector also x. Eigenvector does not change. It means M cube has eigenvector also capital X, which is given to you. It means it is equal to 1, 2, minus 1. 1, 2, minus 1 or 1, 2, minus 1 transpose. It means B option is correct. Eigenvalue changed in the algebra of matrices, but eigenvector does not change. In the next example, if 1, 0, minus 1 transpose is an eigenvector of this matrix, then what is the eigenvalue? In this case, eigenvalue is asked. So let eigenvalue is lambda, then it can be written as ax equal to lambda x. A is given to you 1 minus 1, 0, minus 1, 2 minus 1, 0, minus 1, 1. X is given to you 1, 0, minus 1. Eigenvector is given to you. Lambda is assumed eigenvalue here 1, 0, minus 1. Multiply first two matrices. If you multiply 1, 0, minus 1, you will get 1, 0, minus 1 equal to lambda 0 minus lambda. If you multiply these two matrices, you will get, if you compare, you will get lambda equal to 1 from all the three equations. It means the eigenvalue is 1 here. The next question is a real M cross N matrix. Aij is defined as Aii equal to I for every I equal to j. I equal to j means we are on diagonal. Diagonal entries are equal to the order of matrix and 0 elsewhere. So matrix will look like now. It is an N cross N matrix. So this is your matrix A11. Rest entries are 0 here, 0, A22, and so on, 0, ANN. And it is given to that Aii is equal to I. I equal to j means Aij will be Aii now. It is equal to I only, it means 1, 0, 0. Next entry will be 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, n. So sum of all eigenvalues. So I told you the sum of all eigenvalues of this matrix is equal to the trace of matrix A. And what is the trace of matrix A here? 1 plus 2 up to n. And this is sum of first n terms of arithmetic progression. This is equal to n plus 1 by 2. So this will be the correct answer A option. Next question is eigenvalues of a 2 cross 2 matrix X are eigenvalues of X matrix are minus 2 comma minus 3. The eigenvalues of the matrix X plus I inverse X plus 5I are. Okay, I discussed this property also, but again I am going to discuss one time. X plus I inverse you want, so make it X plus I inside also. So X plus I plus 4I. It will be again, sum will be 5I. Now you multiply, take it is as if one term. Then if you multiply X plus I inverse X plus I plus 4I, you will get, it will be equal to identity plus 4 times X plus I inverse. X plus I inverse into X plus I will be identity plus 4xi X plus I inverse. Call it as B matrix. What will be the eigenvalues of B? Very interesting here. If you know eigenvalues of X are minus 2, minus 3. See, we are interested in the eigenvalues of 4 times X plus I inverse firstly. The eigenvalues of X plus I will be minus 1, minus 2 if you add identity matrix. I have told you, if the eigenvalue of X is a lambda, then the eigenvalue of X plus Ki will be lambda plus K. Here lambda K equal to 1, so it will be minus 1, minus 2. Now what will be the eigenvalues of X plus I inverse? It just will be the reciprocal only, 1 upon minus 2. And what will be the eigenvalues of 4 times X plus I inverse? You just multiply 4, it will be minus 4, minus 2. Now, you know the eigenvalues of B matrix, minus 4, minus 2. Now use this result again. What is the result? We are interested in I plus B matrix eigenvalues. And you know that if B has eigenvalue lambda, then the eigenvalue of B plus I will be lambda plus 1. Yeah, B plus Ki will be lambda plus K. It will be 1 minus 4 comma 1 minus 2. So eigenvalues will be minus 3 comma minus 1, minus 3 comma minus 1. So this question, and I already discussed to previous question, is based on this important result. Okay. The next question is, the trace and the determinant of 2 cross 2 matrix is given to you. What is the trace of this matrix? Is minus 2. And the determinant of it is given to you minus 35. So there are two methods. First, you know that for 2 cross 2 matrix, it is lambda square minus trace of A into lambda plus determinant A equal to 0. I have discussed in the lecture 11 for 2 cross 2 matrix. The characteristic equation with the help of trace and determinant can be given as, so it will be lambda square plus 2 lambda minus 35 equal to 0. You can just calculate lambda, where you just find the values of lambda here, you will get lambda equal to minus 7 comma 5. This is the first method. What about the second method? Trace of A is equal to the sum of eigenvalues, and sum of the eigenvalues is given to you in the question minus 2. And see the options. This is the sum of minus 37 minus 1 is not going to be minus 2. Minus 30 minus 5 sum is not going to be minus 2. Minus 17.5 and minus 2 is not going to be minus 2. Minus 7 plus 5 is going to be minus 2. It means C option is correct. So this is another way to solve the problem with the help of options also. 17 problem. The characteristic equation of a 3 cross 3 matrix is given as A lambda is equal to lambda cube plus lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 1 equal to 0. Find the inverse of matrix P. You know that what is the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem? Use Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. It means if this is the characteristic equation of matrix P which is given to you, characteristic equation of matrix P, it means matrix P will satisfy this characteristic equation. So it will be P cube plus P square plus 2P plus identity equal to 0. Now for P inverse, you can see this is a constant term exists here. Constant term is not 0. So P inverse will exist definitely. You can see my lecture 12 for this article. Now you pre-multiply with P inverse both the sides, then P square plus 2P plus identity equal to P inverse into null. You will get P square plus P plus 2 identity plus P inverse equal to 0. Then P inverse equal to minus P square plus P plus 2i. This will be the P inverse. So you can see this is the D option is correct for this question. The next question is the eigenvalue of the matrix 1, 2, 0, 2 are written in the form 1a and 1b. What is a plus b? This is a also very famous question. Yes, but we have a smart trick for this question also. You can let the matrix A is given to you 1, 2, 0. If you remind my lecture 11, I told you the matrix is upper triangular matrix. This is an upper triangular matrix. Then the eigenvalues are represented by the elements of diagonal, main diagonal. So eigenvalues will be 1, 2. You can directly find the eigenvalue. You have another way to find the eigenvalue, but in the case of upper triangular, you can directly write the diagonal entries that will be the eigenvalues. It means eigenvalues is given to you. Now, you know Ax equal to lambda x. For lambda equal to 1, for first eigenvalue, Ax equal to 1x. Write the matrix A here. 1, 2, 0, 2. X, suppose the first eigenvector corresponding to 1 is 1 comma a. You can anyone suppose 1 comma b also, but I am writing 1 comma a here. 1 comma 1a equal to 1 into 1. Now multiply here. It will be 1 plus 2a and 2a equal to 1 into a. Now, if you compare, you will get 1 plus 2a equal to 1 and 2a equal to a. If you solve here, a equal to 0, which also satisfies question number 2, which means a equal to 0. Now, for lambda equal to 2, I am assuming the second eigenvector 1b. Then ax equal to 2x will given you 1, 2, 0, 2. 1b equal to 2, 1b. Now, if you multiply 1 plus 2b, 2b equal to 2, 2b. Now, compare, then 1 plus 2b equal to 2 and 2b equal to 2b. It is not giving any value. First equation is giving value of b, so 2b equal to 1, so b equal to 1 by 2. It means a plus b will be equal to 1 by. So, a plus b is going to be 1 by. The next question is, for a given matrix A, one of the eigenvalue is 3. The other two eigenvalues are, you can see the matrix A is given to you 2, minus 2, 3, minus 2, minus 1, 6, 1, 2, 0. It is a 3 cross 3 matrix, so maximum distinct eigenvalues or eigenvalues will be 3 here. So let the eigenvalues are lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. Sum of the eigenvalues is given to you trace of the matrix. One of the eigenvalues given to you. Suppose first eigenvalue is given to you. Now your interest in lambda 2 and lambda 3. Trace of the matrix is 2 minus 1 plus 0. Sum of the diagonal entries. It means 3 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 equal to 1. Lambda 2 plus lambda 3 equal to minus 2. One equation you have in lambda 2 and lambda 3. Another you can find from the product of the eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of A. It means 3 into lambda 2, lambda 3 equal to determinant of A. But this is not required here because the sum of the eigenvalues is minus 2. If you see the option, D option is not going to be because 3 plus 5 is not minus 2. 2 plus 5 is again not minus 2. 2 plus minus 5 is not minus 2. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. It means the option is true. If you are interested to find in lambda 2 and lambda 3, you can use this result here. And you can find lambda 2, lambda 3 will be 1 upon 3 determinant of A. You find determinant and then solve lambda 2 and lambda 3. You can find the value of separate value of lambda 2 and lambda 3. But with the help of this equation only, you can take the correct option in this question. And the last question, in my problem session 4, consider the system of equation ax equal to lambda x, where lambda I xi will be the pair of eigenvalue and corresponding eigenvector. Means for matrix A, eigenvalue is lambda and eigenvector is x. I am considering here. Then which statement is not correct? For a homogeneous and cross system, linear equation A minus lambda I x equal to 0. For a non-trivial solution, the rank of A minus lambda is less than n. It is true because first option is true, because for the non-trivial solution, determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0. That's why rank is always less than n. I have discussed it in my lecture 10. You can see the lecture 10 based on homogeneous system. Let's see option first. A transpose equal to A inverse. This is a definition of orthogonal matrix. It means in the case of orthogonal, the modulus value of every eigenvalue is 1. You can see lecture 11 I have discussed. And in the D, it is A transpose equal to A. It's a symmetric matrix. The eigenvalues are real. You can see my lecture 11 I discussed also this. So A, C, D are correct. Now see the B. If A to the power m, it means A to the power m has eigenvalue lambda to the power m. But see, here it is also providing the power to the eigenvalue, which is not true because eigenvector does not change in any power of matrix A. If A has eigenvector x, then A to the power m also has eigenvector x, but he is changing in the question. Eigenvector is also taking power m. This is not correct. Eigenvector will be xi only, not xi to the power m, not xi to the power m. So from my side, first module linear algebra is over. In the next module, we will study complex calculus in 1 and 2 variable, basic calculus in 1 and 2 variable. Okay, thank you.